Hi everyone, my name is Sylvia and I like to give people impulses so they can affect the field of awareness. And today I like to talk about habits. Habits are mutable. That's topic number 8 from my LichtPuls New Year's letter. Let's have a look at our habits. The habit of eating, drinking and sleeping is something that we all share. The exception proves the rule. How much we drink, eat and sleep is based on what or who we identify with. Most of the time we're unconscious about certain habits, even if we know they are not benefiting our mental or physical health, and we really would like to quit a certain habit. In this stage, a habit is often a euphemism for addiction. The difference between addiction and certain routines or habits is addiction is unconscious and a habit is conscious. If it is hard for you to quit smoking, for instance, then ask yourself, what is it in me that still identifies with smoking? Where did I pick up this habit? Where was I confronted for the first time with smoking? This can go back into early childhood. Our parents are often the first ones who show and teach us certain habits. The difference between people who take over certain habits or addictions out of their upbringing and the people who refuse these habits is to be conscious or not. It's all there is to it, and that's why behavior therapies don't work permanently. I give you an example from my biography. Since about 2 years I stopped drinking coffee. I started to drink coffee at a very early age. I was about 3 years old. It was an addiction I kept for 35 years. It took me several years to really quit this addiction. About 3 or 4 years before I stopped drinking coffee, my inner voice told me, you should better leave caffeine. And now if I look back, it was incredible how much unconscious attachment was still there. It definitely had to do with loyalty towards my parents. And then suddenly, from one day to another, I stopped drinking coffee. Parallel, at that time I did much inner work where my early childhood played a huge role. 3 days I suffered from severe headache, and after that I was rid of my addiction. I like to share this example to spare you from group therapies or certain models or systems that try to help you to get rid of certain habits or addictions like sugar, alcohol, gaming, television. These therapies can teach you something, of course. In worst case, it can be an attack on your self-esteem, and in best case, you meet a wonderful friend or a partner. The core of all this is within you, and that is often overseen or ignored. Of course, people or a certain article or book can help you to become aware. But then again, it is your awareness or your attention that brings you to that kind of person or that kind of book. I remember very well about 9 months before I stopped drinking coffee, I met a man who shared in such a beautiful way how his life changed since he stopped drinking coffee. That impulse he gave made his way into the unconscious part of myself, and was the part of a seed which was born 9 months later into a new kind of freedom. And that was the gift I received. I've become more free. I don't need this caffeine shot anymore to be awake. I still enjoy the smell of a wonderful cup of coffee, and by occasion I enjoy a fine espresso. The difference now is I am free to decide, and before that I really needed coffee. Maybe you also have something that you want to change, and at the same time your mind likes to keep it the way it is. Awareness observes the mind's activity. Emotions are hidden behind thoughts. They are connected with your nervous system, and they are like a sort of conductors that give signs to your body all the time actually. Most of the time we're unaware. If we bring our awareness there, there is so much to discover. I wish you a beautiful journey. Looking forward to the next video. All love and thank you for watching. Bye.